You spoke on Egypt. What was Egypt like, and like how did that even come across your mind to even go out there? Because when I seen your first channel at first, I'm like, yo, this nigga already been to Egypt. I was like, what? I ain't never met nobody that been to Egypt. So how was that? And was it a solo mission? And like, what brought you out there?
Egypt was definitely a solo mission. So originally, I had an ex girlfriend who wanted to go to Egypt for her birthday, and I wanted to support her. I'm like, sure, I fuck with it. I fuck with it. But then it became something for myself where I was like, bro, I still rock with the concept of going to Egypt. I'm trying to figure out what them pyramids like. I'm trying to see. I want to know what that energy is like touching them pyramids with my damn hands. I want to know if the hype is real, bro. Because a lot of the things that we live by in our society, bro, we live by stories, man. Like when you really break this shit down, almost everything we do is based off of a story that somebody else told us about life. It's not because of our own experience, bro. Like everybody feels so connected to Egypt. Meanwhile, I feel this major connection to the Americas, to the North and the South Americas, the pyramids in the Americas. And that ain't even to get so deep on the knowledge because it don't really matter where you from. It's just about what you resonate with. But I ended up making a quantum jumping series on YouTube, and I told my people, I'm like, man, y'all mess around and just see me in Egypt one day, real soon. And then boom, I started looking at Airbnbs out there. It was like, oh yeah, I'm moving to Egypt. I just wanted to go all the way. I said I'm moving there. Ended up getting there, bro. Semi hated the experience, bro. When you go to Egypt, bro, you have to go with a cleansed perspective because you just don't know what you about to expect, bro. It's blackwashed in a way where it's not really healthy. First off, it's extremely cheaper there. It's similar to Thailand, but it can be cheaper. But here's the thing: everybody is working in that environment. When you get to Giza or Cairo, everybody is working in that environment to get your dollar together. So you got the homeless kids who will literally injure themselves chasing your car or chasing your bike to grab you for some change. You got the guys who want to give secret tours or public tours who would quote you a price and then at the end of your tour take you somewhere else to give you the now new price that they determine. You got the people who want to catch you leaving the store who want to invite you to more stores just to find out that they connected to all these stores. It's and then you got everybody telling you, it's Egypt. You're in the black land. You're home. Welcome home. Come buy this. And it's like, man, don't none of y'all look like me, but all of y'all telling me this my home. But at the same time, y'all own all the businesses and as quiet as kept, it's it's slavery happening there to this day. So it's a whole bunch of turnoffs when you actually stand on the land and you looking at this shit and you like, this is what the stories is about. Like, nah, y'all holding up a scam right now. Y'all holding up some BS. At least that was for me. At least that was what it was for me. I went and I touched the pyramids. I did what I did. I was vegan at the time, so I was only eating plant-based and vegan food, and that sucks for me. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, that sucks. Trying to be vegan overseas was ass, bro. Like, bro, I don't know about this one, but I went and I made some content there. I ain't really get the best of it. But that's because I was being tested in so many ways. I felt like I was probably gonna lose my privileges to fly overseas if I would have stayed over there, bro. Real talk. Like that's how often you get tested. That's how often your gangster and your cool get tested and your pockets get tested over there. Maybe they did something with that since then. But tourism for Egypt is kind of like you either get got or you getting somebody. If you know, you know, and that wasn't an environment to stay in, whether it was vacation or living.
That's a good point. Like, because a lot of people say, why we ain't going to Africa? Why we ain't going to Africa? But like, did you feel safe over there, or do you feel safer in like Asia, Southeast Asia?
That's a good question. I'm gonna say um I know that. All right, so when you in Egypt, there's tourist police everywhere, and they got them choppers. I'm talking about every fucking where. They got them blowdowns. Like tourist police out there, if they even see somebody who look like they talking to you for so long, they really give you eye contact to make sure you're not uncomfortable, and they'll tell that person to get the fuck on. They don't care if they asking you for directions or they don't care if they asking you for money. They'll just be like, nah. But at the same time, it's still a disconnect. I would say when I was in Egypt, my energy was more on some shit. You gonna have to make me scared. Like I ain't got no reason to be scared of you. So I was definitely out in the streets. I was staying in Giza. That's the slums. But I shouldn't have to carry that energy. When I moved to Asia, when I came to Thailand, I didn't have that chip on. I didn't have to walk with that chip on my shoulder. Like try me if you want to.
Yeah, I would agree.
And in
Asia,
Africa, yeah, you gotta slate. You gotta kind of have that. You gotta have that chip on your shoulder. You gotta have that. And I'm not even trying to paint that picture about Africa, you guys. I'm not. What I'm saying is, if shit about to go down, you can't be no dummy. You can't be no la 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 la. Like walking around in Thailand on Walking Street, you could be like la 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 la. You can if you want to. I don't even advise that. But if you're doing that out there, oh yeah, you're gonna get got. You're gonna get got.
so that was a good point, bro. What was it like leaving Egypt and going back home? Like, did you already feel? Because you said you planned on moving there.
Mm-hmm.
Off that experience, or like, what was the next step after that? Was it back to the grind, or was it plotting on Asia?
I was all the way turned off, you guys. Like it just was not vibing anymore. It was not vibing. I'm like, bro, let me go back to America because at the time, even though I was doing good with managing my money, I still was just kind of like I had no idea what I was doing. That was my first time leaving the country. I found myself extremely homesick, even though I was only gone for about 3/4 of a month, and I was worn out by my experiences. I felt very, very challenged, bro. Like I was on 10 about everything. Once I was into my last couple days out there, I became paranoid, and it wasn't paranoid as if like I was about to lose my life. It was paranoid like, damn, I don't want to have to hurt nobody out here. So I went back to America, y'all. Came back to the States, man. Had to catch my own drift. At this time, I wasn't even thinking about Asia like at all, you guys. I never grew up thinking about Asia. Like never grew up thinking about going to no Thailand or none of that. Uh, I love melanated women. If anything, I was always looking at the DR, and this is before I even started looking at content on the DR because I grew up around Dominicans. So I got brothers that I consider brothers who are Dominican, and I would see their cousins and go, God damn, like I was thinking about South America, you guys. Wasn't even thinking about Asia, but how it happened is how it happened. I say the videos on social media led to one thing leading to another. And in that process of me deciding I wanted to leave the States again, I was like, damn, bro, South America really don't feel like I'm leaving. It feel like that's just like a cushion of security. It feel like that's my main option because it's right next door. I don't know. It just wasn't clicking for me. It wasn't clicking for me. I was like, bro, I want to challenge myself. I want to put myself somewhere where I really need to learn and be someone else. And I would say on my journey that you can go to South America and challenge yourself. But I just wanted a complete culture shock all the way.